companies will come to us and say, yeah, PIM sounds great. We don't have anyone to manage that. So what do we do now? And I think it's really important to realize that you don't need full-time roles typically to manage your PIM. It can be part of everyone's job. Um, the first one is obviously the executive. You need some buy-in that says, yes, we will invest in PIM. And I feel like we've provided you guys with a lot of stats here, but we also have our B2B study that you can download from avionos.com that has studies and graphs that show all this information of why product information is so very important. We also have our PIM white paper that you can also download that includes a lot of this information. The product owner then, think product owner, product manager. This is someone who manages the requirements. And this person is really important when first, installing and implementing, configuring the PIM. And this person will talk to typically all the other business units. They will talk to the distributors. They will understand, all the attributes, the categories the PIM needs. To me, this is like a PIM SME, really. Next is your data analyst. And again, this is not someone you need to have who just does PIM. This is someone who is responsible for making sure that the data in the organization runs effectively, right? So where are you getting your customer data from? Where are you getting your product data from? Where are you getting your website data from? And how do those all work together? So this is typically someone who can analyze all of that. And it's even things like, hey, this part number is getting searched for more than anything else. Maybe we should elevate this information. Then your business user, and this is typically the people who use that product information. So this could be, people like marketing who need to create that brochure or who are going to create a webinar or something like that. And then finally, your technology user, and these are people who typically work in the PIM. We mentioned that it's not great to customize everything, such as your ERP, but if it comes down to customizing your PIM, these are the people that you will need to ask to help you do that.
Okay, so here's the question here.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people on the phone, they're like, that's 5 different groups of people. I'm one person, or we haven't started this yet. Like, what's the priority? What's the priority of these people that are needed to make this program be successful?
Sure. And I think the priority resides with first, you need alignment, right? So you need some executive saying, yes, we have budget to do this. After that, it comes down to the product owner and the technology user. So it's that marriage of business and technology that you need. You need someone to help you get that product information out once you put it in. So the product owner understands, the product taxonomy and how to work with all the different attributes. The technology user will understand how to integrate it into your CMS, integrate it into your DAM if you have one, integrate it into your CRM if you need it. So those 2 roles are probably the most important in the day-to-day work.
So we got a great question. It's actually on my list of questions, and let's address it now. He says, we're currently implementing a CMS.
Mhm.
If we want to launch a PIM2, should we wait until the CMS implementation is finished or PIM? So the example is, what has priority, CMS or PIM?
So I would suggest you do both, and there's a reason for that. If let's say your data resides in your ERP, what's going to happen is you're going to have to build an integration into your CMS to show the product data anyways. And typically integrations into an old SAP system are way more complicated than if you integrate it into a PIM. So you're going to lose a lot of time and money there. What happens that a lot of people don't think about in the beginning is, yes, it takes time, to put in a PIM. Yes, it takes money. However, you save a lot when it comes to streamlining. So getting the information right to the CMS is easy. And then you have all of the added benefits of getting it to the distributors and everything. Um, so I feel like if you're embarking on a digital transformation, it's really important to do this. And sometimes it's hard to, I know people have budgets and things like that, but I think if you can make a case for all of the efficiency and man hours you'll save later, it's
Mhm.
important to do PIM and CMS together.
Yeah, and if you're going to prioritize those, I mean, PIM, it's the the companies that have been most successful have gone PIM as a priority, then CMS because of those integrations, as you've discussed. There have been plenty of failed projects that have gone CMS, then they realize, oh, I need a PIM to support this, right? Same thing with e-commerce platforms. PIM is typically needed before you implement an e-commerce platform or a CMS. There's another fantastic question, kind of along the same lines. This person is just getting started. How do you evaluate vendors? Like what do you how do you evaluate the vendor? I mean, outside of just picking Salsify as your hands down vendor and not needing to evaluate anyone else, how do you evaluate vendors?
Right, and we actually do a lot of vendor
Mhm.
evaluations, and we start by requirements. It's as simple as that. Is what do you need for your PIM to do? Um, the other part a lot of people think about is internationalization and expansion.
Hmm.
So most companies are looking towards expanding. So making sure that their PIM can grow with them and offer them the tools to let them expand easily, ingest data easily. um, so yeah, I would start with the requirements, a scope matrix, if you will, and then prioritize what those requirements are.
Hmm.
It's really that simple. And then once you know your requirements, it's very easy to tell. Also in this space, B2B data is obviously much more complicated than B2C data. So can your PIM handle, complicated B2B data? And like you said, Justin, are you able to configure it to match the specific attributes?